Hello legends and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at Bitcoin versus gold, Bitcoin itself and a couple of choice metrics. But firstly, it's on everyone's radar. Gold, the outperformance has been phenomenal. I will give the boomers that. But right now we are approaching a key inflection point on the Bitcoin versus gold chart. You can see we've got this resistance over here, slight bit of consolidation there, key support here and support here as well. I am anticipating when we come down into this region we will find some relief. Who knows if it's going to be short term or long term, but I am firmly expecting a bounce in this region. That is between 302 mil and 325, which sounds like it's quite sparse, but when you look at it, it's not that great, is it? I mean, there's not much of a gap there. I'm digressing. When we look at the MACD, the most oversold it has been in history ever. Quite telling. If we look at Bitcoin itself as well, we found support on its lower Bollinger Band. The stochastic RSI is very oversold as well. Although, thanks to the recent, is that a pump? You can't really call that a pump, can you? But the recent push to the upside, say, it has popped its head back above the lower level there. So, what else as well? If we just get rid of these indicators a second and we just look where we are. If you remember a while back, we had this region marked out as well. This last high pre-break, it was all this little cluster of resistance before we had that impulse move higher. And if we just plot a level in here, you can see we haven't quite tagged it there, but how it has continued to act as support. I'm sure if we bring that level up a touch to the true high, the last true high pre-break, you can see where we've held that perfectly, and it's been quite nice to see. So hopefully momentum can continue. We've got Jerome Powell speaking today, so let's see what he says. But if all's well and good, I'm hoping we can see a sustained move higher. If he's negative with the uncertainty in the market at the moment, the market is on quite shaky ground. So if he says anything bad, oh God, we'll have to see. But right now, things aren't looking too bad. If we look at capitulation levels, we had the highest level of capitulations we've seen, not only all cycle, but in Bitcoin's entirety. If I just move myself over here, that's quite telling. Generally, when you get capitulation events like this, it often does spell reversal. So when we combine that with it holding support, with it being at the lower Bollinger Band, with the stochastic being oversold, with Bitcoin versus gold looking like a potential reversal is coming up, it builds quite a nice picture and quite a nice argument for some upside. Now, as I say, we'll have to wait and see how the FOMC meeting goes. But if we look at the broader aspect of things here, this is Bitcoin in its log channel, and these lines here represent Bitcoin versus its trend index, the ISM manufacturing index, and the ISM services index as well. You can see in previous cycles we've had these huge rallies, and that has marked the top. This whole cycle, for reasons we spoke about before, has been stunted. We haven't had that influx of liquidity that has enabled Bitcoin to absolutely send, and with it, alts. Look where we currently are, right at the lows. Now granted, the chart doesn't look as bottomed as it did over here, or over here. But I think we can take some positives away from this, in that when we look at where we are in this log channel, this green line here also marked the very bottom. It also marked very close to the bottom over here as well. So there's a lot of positives to take away from all this, in my opinion. And that's it for now. I hope you've got something out of this video. Please leave a comment if you've got any questions. And in the meantime, trade safe, keep the faith, stay bullish. Cheers.